So let's talk about things that you as a homeowner can do to ensure that your water safety switch is working properly. It's a vital part of protecting your home. And that's something you can do easily, especially if your air handler is easily accessed, such as a closet like this. So as you can see, this is your float switch here. And what it does is it will shut your AC off if the water level exceeds the height of this little float sensor. So it sits in here, and as you can see, there's the water that runs down and out, and as long as that drain line isn't obstructed, the water is going to stay at about that height in the pipe. It will not interfere with this float switch. But if that drain were to back up, the water level will increase, and then it will make this little float go up. This float is wired in to the air handler, and it will disrupt the power. So for you as a homeowner, the simplest thing to do is to turn your thermostat down and get the system to cool, to be running and cool, and just go up to your air handler and verify that it is indeed running. Obviously, it's pretty easy to tell because you can hear it running. So what you'll do next is you will force that sensor up, just so. And this is what we do during our maintenances. So that's actually what I'm doing right now, is testing this float switch to ensure that it works. Now, your air handler will run for a few minutes while that float switch is tripped. And that's normal, that's to be expected, at least the blower. The compressor should shut off immediately. The blower a little bit of runtime to shut down the system, and then after about 2 minutes or so, the system should shut down. So after about a minute or so, that fan delay will have kicked off and the system should be off. As you can see, you don't hear the air handler going anymore. Another easy way to tell that your float switch is operating properly is if it's wired directly into the thermostat without any batteries. You'll have a blank thermostat screen because the power to the thermostat has been interrupted by that float switch. So two things: A, you can use this to test your float switch, and B, you know that if your screen is blank, one of the first things to check is your float switch at your air handler.